So, you've got your first thing you need to flatten and you're trawling through YouTube looking for that perfect router sled for your needs. Well, lucky you're here. Look no more. I'm going to show you how I made this super simple router sled that will be one of the most used tools in your shop that you can make in under 10 minutes. Now, normally I spend hours overthinking a project before I actually get started, trying to make the perfect, beautiful solution. Then I get into the phase of self-doubt. However, this time we're making something quick and dirty, using what I thought was this. It turns out I didn't even need one of those planks in the end. But that aside, we're using what I can assume are broken bed slats, as well as some slotted metal angle that I had from some old shelving. You will find that angled metal like this will generally have rounded corners. To get around this, we'll super glue some little strips of scrap wood to the router. Just make sure that when you glue them on, it's up off the base, so when it's running down the sled, we avoid the roundovers. Next we'll measure the width of the router, including the wooden runners. Then we'll cut down 2 pieces from the bed slats to this length, take off the corners, so once they're screwed down they sit flush with the round corners of the metal. When attaching them, try to make them as square as possible. As you can see, these bits of metal are not square, but they are straight. You can use any old L channel you have, and it doesn't need to be slotted. But at the end of the day, it does make my life easier, because now I don't need to drill holes in it. Winning. Now that you have all the screws secured, you're done. Bingo bango, we have the makings of a sled. Literally, you can stop here. However, to make your life so much better, there are 3 more steps that you'll thank me for. Does anyone else enjoy peeling off wood glue too much? Just me? Alright. Firstly, we're going to add some scrap wood to the underside of the spacers to act as a stop.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Oh, fuck, no, wrong way. Yeah, no. Fucked up. Second, we'll add an adjustable stop. To do this, cut another 2 small pieces of scrap wood, the same width as your sled. Mark out the gap and chisel a slight recess at either end of one of the pieces, making sure it's not as deep as the thickness of the metal. I'd recommend using a sharp chisel, unlike me who's using my grandfather's old chisel that I've been meaning to restore. But at this point, it's basically as sharp as a screwdriver. Next, drill a hole through both, in a far more expert manner than myself. Then, using a T-track bolt, mark out the bolt end and carve out using a Stanley knife in a totally safe manner. You could drill these, which would probably be smarter, but needs must. Seriously though, this isn't the safest way to do it. Anyway, once that's done, place it in your sled, and there you go, an adjustable stop. Thirdly, grab some Furniture Maker's wax and wax everything. Alright, fine, not everything, but I promise you, wax will make the hours you spend messing up your shop with this router sled so much easier. Now all that's left to do is test it out. The real benefit of an adjustable sled like this is you can just rig up some straight edges at any distance, adjust the sled down to size, and start flattening. To use the sled, you can simply use straight edges or even pipes from clamps secured to the side of your workpiece using spacers, ensuring that everything's level, or, like me, you can use fancy sawhorses with some straight cut MDF for guide rails. So there you go, a simple, adjustable router sled. Your YouTube search is at an end. Sometimes the simplest solution is in fact the best.